I love it when you call me beloved, Rod. And I hope you're not too sick of father poems. I'm reading 2 father poems also. Philosophies of Brilliance. The epigram is, and then in the aside, the offhand, half-formulated, half-heard, but yet still living breath of a thinking. My father would have loved the poetry of Octavio Paz, between being and non-being. Imagine him lying in the field, feasting on the poet's words. The grass wavers, the grass back and forth over him. His own between being and non-being. I see him holed up, crouched over an old book, hiding from sounds that brothers and sisters made. When he was old, he talked about his mother's strident voice, how she searched him out. The wash water to be carried, coal to shovel, messages to carry, to the shoemaker with a package of shoes, to the landlord with rent, never-ending tasks for a boy of 12 whose head was usually somewhere else, who was small and scrawny to boot, who dreaded that geral, 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 the way she broke it up into 3 syllables, geral, loud, stressed on the last stretched out part when he was really in trouble. But to be quiet, to think about the spiritual evolution of mankind, about religiousness, the fear of life, the fear of death, blind faith, rational knowledge, la philosophie. Too early in the century for him to consider Einstein's words, but he who joyfully marches to music, rank and file has already earned my contempt, would have captivated him for days. He who was already in deep trouble for having read 17th century philosophers and written a short book on philosophy, I wonder what it would have been like for him to consider imagination is more important than knowledge, or reality is merely an illusion. But he never read about ideas again after the teacher tore up that manuscript, said he was falling into the most serious kind of mortal sin. I wished he had known Rilke then, heard of his paradoxical concept of God as the final result. Oh, my father, your beautiful mind. He wrote that book when he was 12 years old, and it had a big influence on his life. My father, towards the end of his life, or even through his life, was the product of the 20s and 30s and 40s in Quebec, which was politically insane, and most men of his age in Quebec thought the way he did. And as he got older, he got quite bitter. This poem's called When He Was 83. When he was 83, he told my brother, he was pale and shaking when he told him, that he had gone to confession, that he hated everyone, the English, the Germans, the Jews, that he hated most of all the blacks, that he despised the gays. The priest said to him that the priest had known his name, Gérald, you have to change. That he had thought a French priest would understand, that he had believed a French priest would absolve these sins, that he had believed even God, that he had told my brother, that for a while afterwards he tried. One evening I asked if we could watch, instead of a game show, a documentary on AIDS, that he agreed. I sat at his feet, leaning against him. I could feel him shaking, that I loved him then more than I ever had. Thank you.